the last alchemist of Loria. In an age where the veil between science and magic had not yet been drawn, the kingdom of Loria stood as a gleaming jewel among the realms, revered for its grand alchemical traditions. The very stone walls of Loria seemed to pulse with ancient knowledge, a legacy safeguarded by generations of alchemists whose wisdom was as vast as their mysterious power. At the heart of this kingdom thrived the Alchemists' Guild, a legendary institution where the secrets of transmutation, elemental magic, and life itself were unraveled. But as with all eras of glory, the twilight of the alchemists was upon Loria, with only one remaining master alchemist, an old sage known simply as Eldrin. Eldrin was the keeper of the Viridian flame, an eternal fire that was said to be a shard of the original sun, a source of unrivaled power, and the cornerstone of Lorian alchemy. As the last of his kind, Eldrin bore the weight of his fading era, preserving the flame which had begun to dim, reflecting the dwindling magic in the world. Into this scene entered Caden, a young man whose thirst for knowledge and innate curiosity about the ancient arts had led him to Eldrin's doorstep. Orphaned and unschooled in the arcane traditions, Caden showed a rare gift for understanding the alchemical principles that surpassed even the most dedicated of Eldrin's past apprentices. Eldrin, seeing the potential within the boy and the fateful opportunity to pass on his lore, took Caden under his wing, teaching him the ways of the alchemists, the intricate symbols, the harmonic blending of elements, and, most sacred of all, the guardianship of the Viridian flame. Under Eldrin's tutelage, Caden's mastery flourished, but so too did ominous signs from beyond Loria's borders. A darkness crept into the world, an encroaching void that consumed the light of stars and snuffed out the magical essences that suffused the land. It was the obsidian shadow, an ancient force once thought sealed away by the alchemists of old. Eldrin revealed to Caden the secret history of Loria, the tale of the first alchemists who wielded the flame not for creation, but as a weapon against the consuming shadow. They succeeded, but knew that the shadow's prison would weaken with the fading of magic from the world. It was foretold that the last alchemist would face the shadow once more, in a time when the flame's light grew frail. Caden, embracing his destiny, embarked on a perilous quest to renew the Viridian flame's power. Accompanied by Alora, a sorceress of the elemental winds with her own personal vendetta against the shadow, and Brahm, a stoic guardian sworn to protect the flame's lineage, they ventured beyond Loria's protective stones. Their journey took them through forgotten ruins and enchanted forests, across chasms veiled in mist, and into the heart of mountains where the secrets of the earth were kept. Caden and his companions faced trials that tested their courage, ingenuity, and bonds of trust, each challenge bringing Caden closer to the truth of his own arcane heritage. Instruments of old, relics of alchemy's golden age, were recovered and wielded with newfound wisdom. A prism that refracted souls, a crucible that sang with the purity of elements, and an Athenor furnace that breathed new life into the faltering flame. With each artifact restored, the Viridian flame flickered brighter, its emerald luminescence pushing against the encroaching darkness. The final confrontation loomed upon the eclipse of melding, a celestial event where the barrier between the material and the shadow realm thinned to a gossamer veil. At the summit of the alchemist's spire, where the heavens touched the earth, Caden stood as Loria's last hope. Utilizing all he learned, wielding the alchemical artifacts with Eldrin's wisdom coursing through him, Caden faced the obsidian shadow in an alchemical duel of creation against oblivion. Alora summoned storms as Brahm held the line, an unwavering shield against the shadow's minions. It was a battle of light and dark, a crescendo of clashing energies, where Caden's resolve burned as fiercely as the flame he sought to protect. The Viridian flame, amplified by the rekindled artifacts, blazed with a power unseen for ages, purifying the shadow and sealing it once more behind the fabric of reality. The battle won, the world of Loria was spared from the dark void, but at great cost. Eldrin, who had expended the remainder of his life force to aid Caden, passed into legend. The Alchemist's Guild would not see another like him. Caden, now the last alchemist, continued the legacy, the guild, a beacon of hope and knowledge in a world still filled with mysteries to unlock. The last alchemist of Loria became a parable of perseverance, a reminder that, in the darkest of times, the light of human spirit and the quest for understanding could forge new dawns. Caden's tale, chronicled in the guild's archives, would inspire generations to come. The story of an unlikely hero who, from the embers of the past, lit the flames of the future,